What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is John Paul Investing. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about data-rich additive manufacturing and some more positive press that came out for Nano Dimension. Not necessarily positive news that's going to be like some kind of catalyst, but it's simply positive press, which could always be seen as a good thing, but not necessarily affect stock price. I'm going to go over where I think stock price could go, not necessarily based on any specific news, just based on price action. So if that's something you want to see, then stick around to the end of the video, and of course we will go over that as well. Nano Dimension is an excellent play in a burgeoning 3D printing market. For those of you who don't know what burgeoning means, I did pull it up. To grow or increase rapidly or flourishing. So in a flourishing 3D printing market where we're seeing more and more 3D printing across more than just at-home 3D printing, instead of just at-home projects, we're starting to see a lot more things being 3D printed. We have 3D printed houses, we have 3D printed boats, we have 3D printed rockets. Manufacturing is headed towards the 3D printing space. 3D printing is generally all around more cost effective and produces less waste than traditional manufacturing of things, with things like injected molds and other processes that are more analog compared to, smart 3D printing. Eventually, I see a lot of manufacturing switching over to 3D printing. Even Tesla will adopt this at some point in their future. Nano Dimension may be unfairly overlooked as several enticing electric vehicle stocks and celebrity special purpose acquisition company plays are dominating investor interest at the moment. That said, this provider of intelligent machines for the fabrication of additively manufactured electronics is an attractive investment here. In the last month, Nano Dimension stock has fallen 21% for the first time in a while. It is trading at very attractive multiples. The full year of 2020, the company earned just $3.4 million, hardly the kind of figure that will have investors jumping for joy. The thing is that if you want to value NNDM, it has to be on the prospects. So I don't remember where I saw this, but someone used a hockey example, which is a simple understanding of you don't want to aim where the puck is, you want to aim to where the puck is going. So this means that if you're looking at just, simply yearly and quarterly earnings, you will be disappointed, but you have to look at the future prospects of the business, or where's the puck going. But in this case, it's not a puck, it's Nano Dimension. According to Statista, the market size for global 3D printing products and services is forecasted to surpass $40 billion by 2024. Achieving a compound annual growth rate of 26.4% from 2020 to 2024. And 26% does get over the 15% hurdle rate that we have with the Feds currently printing money. So as long as the industry is growing by at least 10 to 15%, we should be in the clear, and they should outpace the rate of money printing going on right now. So that means we're looking at around net 10% in 3D printing growth. The company's operating loss at $35.7 million is a momentary headache that should not cause you sleepless nights. Nano has the opportunity to disrupt the PCB or printed circuit board market and carve out a lucrative niche in the 3D printing space. Is it niche or is it niche? One or two? Having said that, the investment does come with risks. During the first half of 2020, hardware demand fell sharply due to delays in purchases and deployments. Market intelligence and analysis firm Context estimated over 30% drop in hardware shipments in the industrial design segments in Q1 2020 alone. But we already know capital expenditures were tied up because of CV19, so it's really no surprise here. That is what this article is pointing out. Overall, this is all stuff that we should already know by now. If you're new to Nano Dimension, they're looking to expand their 3D printing production with a newer model coming not too long from now. I believe possibly second half of this year. They'll announce it. If we're lucky, Q2, we'll see it. But they're in the middle of trying to commercialize their product, and they have a few relationships already secured with people like L3 Harris, TTM Technologies. They're aiming to leverage their relationships with their distributors. I believe there's another one in China. I can't remember the name, but they have a variety of relationships that they're going to try and use to commercialize their product. Nothing's really going to come into fruition for the company over the next 3 to 6 months. We really are going to have to wait at least another 1.5 to 2 years to really see how their product starts to catch on. And of course, I believe it is going to catch on, and it is going to permeate across all manufacturing industries, and it is going to be something to be reckoned with. As long as they can outpace their competitors in technology too. They have a lot of smaller competition, so they just have to either outpace their competition or just buy them out, especially with the huge cash position that they have on the balance sheet that they could definitely use to their advantage. So that's the end of that article. I wanted to point to the data-rich additive manufacturing. Just recently, Nano Dimension added a new board member that is going to specialize in AI and process control for Nano Dimension. His name is Dr. Eli David, and he specializes in deep learning and artificial intelligence. So I haven't quite grasped how they're going to use AI and deep learning to make these printers better. Maybe they can make them more accurate. I will add, this article is not relevant specifically to Nano Dimension, but it pertains specifically to the artificial intelligence with additive manufacturing in general, which is what Nano Dimension does, just with electronics. So these things still are important. Dimension, which raised $14 million in 2020 for its additive manufacturing systems, understands the key position of post-processing in adding value to the additive manufacturing process. Chief Technical Officer and co-founder Philip Kramer explains, combined with further automation and innovations in the post-processing sector, 3D printing is getting much closer to being recognized as a true industrial manufacturing technology. To realize the potential of those innovations, forming strong alliances between different solution providers is necessary. Even today, many applications will fail because they are not able to meet repeatability requirements. Producing consistent part quality every single time is still a challenge. Kramer adds, hopefully with more and more machines in the market and more data to be analyzed by AI-based algorithms, we can get closer to predictable part quality in 2021. When you combine new systems with intelligent process control, many applications will finally unlock in the years following 2021. So surprisingly, this actually pointed to what I said earlier in the video, where they're trying to get more accurate nozzle printing, so that way the parts can be more consistent and repeatable, meaning that there's no two parts that come out that are even slightly different. For this technology to be successful, they really have to be exactly the same every single time. And the only way that they can possibly be able to do that is with the help of artificial intelligence and possibly some deep learning. So it makes sense that Nano Dimension added Dr. Eli David to the board, because they need to make sure that in the future that their Dragonfly 3D printers can print consistently every single time, especially if customers are going to be paying $400,000, $600,000 plus for their future machines. Now remember, you can get 2 free stocks using the WeBull link in the description. All you have to do is click on the link and open an account with them and deposit $100. Once your funds settle, you'll get your 2 free stocks, which you can then sell and do whatever you want with that money. It really is risk-free money, and it's another way for you guys to support the channel. So the last thing I wanted to point out was the stock price right now. We have hit some price support at around $8, and the most recent range that's relevant to $8 as support was a price point of around $10.50, which would be our next major level of resistance. So that puts us right here in this channel between $8 and $10.50. So if you're looking to average in a position, I always preach that you should average in at support and not resistance. We are at the bottom of this channel right now, or at the support line. So this would give you a somewhat better risk to reward right now at this price level than it would, buying at like $10.50 a share. I personally have not bought anymore because I already have my base position. I'm focusing on putting my money in other investments. If you want to know exactly what I'm purchasing, just go over to the Patreon group. There's a limited number of spots, and I share exactly when I do buy certain companies. So I would check that out if you want to know exactly what I'm doing when I'm doing it. But I will say that I have not bought any more Nano Dimensions. Since I was assigned the shares on March 19th, I have not bought any more shares. But back to the point, I think that we are going to stay between $8 and $10.50. We'll have to wait and see exactly how we react around the moving averages probably between the 1st and 3rd week of April. We'll see exactly where we are by then, but for now, I'm pretty sure we're just going to trade sideways between these price points. We may even dip down into around $6.50, and if that were the case, then we are at even stronger support, and of course, the cheaper it is, the less risky it is. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I just wanted to give you guys an update on Nano Dimension. I know you guys like to see positive press. There really hasn't been any big news or substantial news for Nano Dimension, but at least there is some positive press for the company. If you like watching videos like this one, make sure you guys hit that like button, and while you're down there, go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell notification to get notified when I make videos just like this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.